As always, before we get started, we understand how stressful mattress shopping can be. So after this review, if you're still interested in more, click over to realmattressreviews.com where you can find hundreds of other great reviews, and click on the coupons tab to find the best mattress deals available online. Alright, let's get this review started. What's up guys, Ross from realmattressreviews.com. Today we are going to take a look at the Gravity Hybrid Mattress, and this comes from gravityblankets.com. So this is a company that originated with weighted blankets. They've since added a lot of other products such as the mattress, a lot of other types of things, pillows, robes. You can jump on their website and take a look. The mattress doesn't have its own tab, which is a little confusing on the website. So the best way to be able to check out this mattress after the fact is to click my link down below, and I'll bring you right to that specific product page. So that will be a little more helpful for you guys. But let's get it opened up. Just right off the bat here, this is a 12-inch hybrid mattress that utilizes coils and a foam combo. It's 5 layers. So let's get it popped open, and then ultimately I'll give you guys my first impression when I feel the foam with my hand. I'll lay on the mattress, we'll do some tests, and then ultimately I'll let you guys know if I think this mattress is worth what it costs. And we'll go from there. Alright, let me get it popped open. This was pretty heavy. It's about 100 pounds in a queen. The box was pretty beat up when it got here, which is not very uncommon. And this thing is rolled. It wants to pop open pretty badly here. So, alright, I'll get the rest of it opened up. Alright guys, we've got it all opened up. It's fully expanded, almost a little bit on the corners, needs to pop up more. I've had this thing in storage for a little bit of time now, so typically you're going to open your mattress a lot faster than I was able to get to this one. So it should expand even faster, but this has only been open for maybe 12 to 15 minutes, and it's pretty much ready to sleep on already, so pretty fast expanding. In terms of off-gassing, when you open up any new mattress, you are going to have a new mattress smell, what I like to call it. I don't ever really worry about like any kind of toxic gases or anything. Pretty much all mattresses that are made in the USA, and even China for that matter nowadays, aren't going to have any very toxic chemicals. Most of the foams are all going to be Certipure foams, which means they're made without any type of toxic chemicals or anything that's going to be harmful to your health. But you will have a new kind of mattress smell, kind of like a new car smell, for potentially a few days. If you're not sleeping in the bed right away, I would recommend leaving the sheets and the mattress protector off for a little bit. If you are worried about it, you may open the mattress maybe in another room before you sleep on it, let it air out for a day. It's not necessary typically. Once you do put your mattress protector and your sheets and everything on, you shouldn't have any concern about that new smell. But that's going to be with any brand you buy, even an all-natural brand. Latex has its own type of smell. So don't worry too much about that. So we've got it all opened up. As I mentioned, it is a 12-inch thick mattress. It is a hybrid that utilizes hybrid coils. Here is a similar type of coil to give you guys an idea of what those look like. So these are all independently wrapped coils. They will react independently, which will greatly help with motion reduction. If you're used to an old traditional mattress, the coils used to be interconnected, which would make for a lot more motion transfer if somebody moved about the mattress. Also, coils are very good for helping with airflow, obviously. If you were to compare this to potentially a foam core mattress that doesn't have coils, it would just have a solid foam core. As you can imagine, that would have a lot less airflow than these metal coils would. So they will give you more of a traditional feel, added bounce, whereas a foam core is going to not have as much bounce, and it won't have as good of airflow either. But typically, people either love foam beds or hate them. But generally, with a hybrid coil that uses the coils and your comfort foams, most people are going to like the way a hybrid mattress feels. And that's why they kind of dominate the marketplace at this point in time. They're probably the most popular type of mattress out there right now. So this one, as I mentioned, 12 inches thick. They start off with an inch layer of cooling gel-infused memory foam. So that's going to be a layer of gel memory foam that will disperse heat better, won't trap heat as much. And then underneath that, there's a 2-inch layer, additional layer of memory foam, and that's going to provide more deep support, more body contouring, pressure relief, that type of thing. And then you've got a 1-inch base foam above the coils. That's going to provide additional deep support and allow those coils to compress without feeling them at all. So you're going to have a total of 4 inches of foam above those coils, which is really good. A lot of brands you're only going to see about sometimes 2 inches on a cheaper brand, but 3 inches is very common. 4 inches of comfort foams above the coil unit is a pretty solid build. You're not going to experience any type of feeling of the coils or anything like that. It provides enough deep support where this should work really good for side sleepers, and I would believe combination sleepers in general. So you've got a 6-inch pocketed coil unit. As I showed you, those coils similar to that, but 6 inches, those are 8. And then you've got a 2-inch base layer on the very bottom. That's going to provide additional support for the mattress and allow it to sit on beds like this, you know, with slats where it's not a solid, complete solid base. So you should be able to use this mattress on pretty much any type of surface, whether it be slats, adjustable bed, box spring. The floor obviously would be a nice solid base too. But that additional 2 inches gives it plenty of support for beds similar to this with slats. So the top cover I'll mention too is a cool to the touch fabric. As I put my hands here, it does feel cool. I always still recommend a mattress protector regardless of what you have on the cover, but that's up to you. This also has a zipper, so this potentially could be taken off and washed. If you do that, I would definitely not put it in a hot dryer to dry it, just so you don't shrink anything and not be able to get it back on. But read their care instructions before you do any of that, I would recommend. So let's push on the mattress. I haven't felt the foams at all yet, other than touching the cover. So you're going to have plenty of bounce, I'm assuming, with that coil unit. So you've got a pretty traditional mattress, memory foam feel rather, on the very top. It's pretty fast responding, not the fastest, but you are going to get that true memory foam feel, which a lot of people love. That kind of in my stores, I would always explain it as the Tempur-Pedic feel with that memory foam. It's a pretty solid memory foam, I can tell. But you still have that coil unit, so you should have a pretty good mixture of bounce and body conformance. So with that said, let's take a look at the bounce. I've got this anchor. This will give you a sense of the bounce. So you've got pretty good bounce. It's not like latex where it would be really springy, or it's not like a super fast responding memory foam. I think it's a really good balance, actually. So if this were a solid foam core with this memory foam, 2 memory foam layers, you would more likely get a pretty big thud. You wouldn't have much bounce at all. It would thud in. So if you do like that little extra spring, that makes it a little easier to adjust positions. You might like a hybrid more than your memory foam. So let's take a look at motion transfer. As I mentioned, the pocketed coils mixed with memory foam should have quite a bit less motion transfer than your traditional mattress. So let me show you real quick. This is what a traditional coil would look like. These coils, everything is all interconnected. So you don't have much motion reduction at all because everything's connected, and if somebody moves around, you'll feel that a lot more. So let me just kind of plop down. Keep in mind, some of this will just be the base that I have, but even as I plop pretty hard, you're not seeing a lot of motion on that bottle. If I adjust positions, well, I'm on top of it there, but turning, let's bounce a little bit. So you have a tiny bit of motion movement, but as I mentioned, a lot of that's just the fact that this is sitting on a platform bed. So I would say really good motion reduction. And I'm not surprised because of the pocketed coil unit, but also this is like a really good, more of a higher density memory foam, so you're going to have less motion due to that. So let me lay back down. Actually, before I do that, let's take a look at the edge support. This has foam encasement around the outside. So that has a foam rail that runs around, provides additional support on the edges. So as I sit here, pretty average. They're all like pretty much the same with edge support. You can't make the side when you have foam encasement rock hard, because then what happens is when you lay on the edge, if that foam rail is way harder than everything else, you'll kind of get that roll to the middle feeling. So this is right where it should be in terms of firmness, I think. In the seated position, I'm not as worried. I'm more worried about it laying on the edge to know if I have that roll off the bed feeling. So as I lay here, on the very extreme edge, I'll get a little bit of that roll off the bed sensation. If I'm a little more realistic, you're going to probably give yourself about this much room in the bed if you had another person. This is a queen size bed. So in this position, with a little extra room here, I don't have that roll off the bed sensation at all. And additionally, I don't have like the roll to the middle feeling that you could get if you had a really, really hard foam edge support. So pretty good there. Excuse my hair, hat hair. So I would say this is probably about a 6 out of 10, with 10 being the firmest. So I would say it is a medium, but on the softer side of medium. And that's going to be because it's got 4 inches of foam above those coils. And keep in mind, I'm about, I don't even know now, 210 pounds. But as I lay here on my back, I feel really good body conformance, which I'm not surprised by because of the memory foam. Good lumbar support. But I don't feel like I'm sinking super far in, so I'm not, typically going to probably feel like I'm going to sleep super hot. The further you sink in, generally you'll sleep hotter because your body is more engulfed by the foam. So being that medium to medium soft feel, this is probably going to perform really well for side sleepers. It definitely was firm enough and supportive enough on my back. And I do think this is still going to be firm enough for stomach sleepers, but if you are a stomach sleeper 100% of the time, I'd probably find something a little bit firmer. But typically, most people are only on their stomach for part of the night, and I definitely think it's firm enough for that. As you see, I don't have a ton of lower back arch. If it was a lot softer, my stomach would sink in further, and generally it'd create more back arch. And then that's typically when you get lower back pain. So overall, I do think that this would perform well for combination sleepers, people that are switching between side, back, and stomach throughout the night. I think it's good for back sleepers and side sleepers. The only people I would say, like I said, if you're 100% of the time stomach, I'd probably go with something a little bit firmer. So as I move around, I could feel that the cover is cool to the touch. Just like anything, once you lay there for a while, obviously your body is going to warm it up a little bit. So let's talk a little bit about what they're offering. So they have a 100-night trial, pretty standard in the industry. They've got a 10-year warranty. Again, that's a kind of a standard, at least store mattress warranty. Typically, I don't think if you have your mattress for 5 years or more, you're probably going to have a warranty issue that you're going to claim. So 10-year warranty should be plenty of time for you. They offer free shipping. And right now, with my link below, as I mentioned, it's kind of weird when you go to their website. They don't have a really clear marked area for the mattress. They have a lot of blanket content on there, as that's what they started with. But So click the link down below if you do want to learn more. And right now with that link you can get 20% off your mattress. So the original price for the queens was $14.50. With the 20% off, it'll come down to $1,015. So with that price, what do I think? I think that the memory foam in this is pretty quality memory foam. It's not going to be your super fast responding, which generally means that it's not as good of a density memory foam. So this is kind of right between. It's not super hard like Tempur-Pedic, but it's not super soft where it's not going to be as good of quality of memory foam. So this is a good quality memory foam. They've got gel infused memory foam on the top that will help you sleep cooler, the cool to the touch cover, and the fact that it's 12 inches thick. It's got a lot packed in for around that $1,000 price range. I think it's really well priced. One thing to note is they only offer, at least right now, a full size, queen size, and king size on site. If you are wondering about other sizes, I would just shoot them a message and they could let you know, but that's what's on there right now. Those are the 3 most popular sizes, so I'm sure that's why they went that route. If you have any questions at all, drop me a message below. Otherwise, please head over to realmattressreviews.com. If you guys appreciate these videos, whether you buy this brand or another brand, if you could click my links, and then they'll know that I sent you guys, and it's good for me. I can get a small commission out of the deal, and obviously that's great. The more I sell, maybe they'll pay me more, I don't know. But anyway, no cost to you. It's just to let them know that I sent you guys, and if you guys appreciate what we are doing over here, we would definitely appreciate the link click. Alright guys, thanks a lot, and I hope this helped. Have a great day.